practice with the team till he's a full participant. New York mandates anyone entering an indoor gym must have at least one COVID-19 shot. The Athletic reports Kyrie is not anti-vaccine and that his stance is he is upset that people are losing their jobs due to the vaccine mandates. They added, quote, Kyrie wants to be a voice for the voiceless. So, Acho, what's your reaction to the Nets handling of Kyrie Irving?
I'm grateful for the Nets. I'm grateful for the Nets putting a foot down, if I can be honest. My biggest statement is very, very simple. Kyrie is trying to be a martyr figuratively, but there are people out here dying literally.
Ooh. Ooh.
Let that sink in for a second.
It did.
Kyrie is figuratively trying to stand up on some sort of podium and say, I am going to stand for my rights, for my freedom, for my justice, and if I have to kill my career, if my career has to die, then so be it, because I feel so strongly about this. Well, newsflash, Kyrie Irving. Some people are actually dying. Some people are actually being killed. And so don't try to be a martyr figuratively when lives are actually being lost literally. So for that reason, I'm grateful for the Nets, because the Nets are at least looking, and I don't know if this is their conscious thought or subconscious thought, and at least they're taking a stand of like, look, bruh, you either all in or you're all out. You quote this all the time, say, oh, I think this is the one Bible verse you know.
Philippians 4:13.
You say, either be hot nor cold, but don't be lukewarm, for I will spew you.
Yes.
Kyrie.
Yes.
Be hot or be cold. But you can't play at the home games, but you can't play at the away games, or you can't play at the away games, but you can't play at the home games. That's not how we gonna get down over here. Furthermore, people dying, Kyrie. People dying. So I understand you wanting to be some sort of modern day thought leader. I understand you wanting to be like Muhammad Ali of old, but this is not the Vietnam War you are opposing, my friend. This is healing lives, overcoming of a global pandemic that you are opposing, my friend. And so I'm so thankful, actually, for the Nets, because we rarely see in life that teams say, uh-oh, I'm going to do without a player for the sake of common sense.
Yeah.
And the Nets are saying, hey, you know what, Kyrie? We're going to go ahead and move on without you. If you're not going to get in line, we got to keep it pushing.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Congratulations, New York Nets and Brooklyn Nets, for getting this right. Better late than never, because this is about damn time that you guys put your foot down in terms of team dynamic, what's really going on with this situation. Here's the problem. My pastor once said, me being broke and me being poor and me being hungry is not going to help anybody that's broke, poor, and hungry. You know what that means? For you to be who you want to be, Kyrie, the voice of the voiceless, you got to have a voice. You got to keep your voice. You got to make your voice louder, not quieter. Now, you yelling for those who don't have a voice only really magnifies, only amplifies with the greater distance you have from the voiceless. Because now you're going to get in rooms of impact. Now you're going to get the attention of those gatekeepers, those in power, those who can really bring drastic change. Kyrie has lost sight of that. A lot of people have lost sight of this. This is my one issue with this world at large. We like to say martyrdom. I really call it pandering. And you know me, every time I say that, you eye roll, because you know me, I'm going to get on my soapbox. But damn it, this pandering is going on too long. And in this lane, this is the pandering. Okay, I'm about to take a stance that, hey, nobody's going to invade my personal space. Okay, I respect that. Brooklyn Nets respect that as well. But then you take it further. Instead of just saying, okay, it's about me and my personal beliefs, you are now a part of something that's bigger than yourself. So how does that impact them? Right now, it looks like a selfish move because you're part of a team that you're not going to make the sacrifice. And we've been a part of teams. Every single team you've been on, no matter what the rewards and the riches were, it came with sacrifice, right? And that's what people don't notice about the pro athlete. That it comes with tremendous sacrifice. You do not roll out of bed and all of a sudden hit the stadium, hit the arena, and put up 40. Like, it's so much work in between there. And these are the steps that Kyrie has never skipped. But now he wants to skip those in seeking his way of not getting vaccinated. For what reason, though? He wants to do this for people who, one, this is not going to help them. This is misleading to them. A person of power who's telling them, hey, put yourself in greater harm way. I don't care what degree that is. It's greater harm to not be vaccinated right now. And it's really weird just being a guy who used to go down Slauson and Overhill, used to go to our neighborhood doctor, and just to get to school, I had to get my checkups. You had to get your shots. You had to get your vaccinations. And now all of a sudden everyone's playing Home Depot scientist and being the Google search scientist and saying, no, not this one. And it's like, okay, I respect that as well. But when you're part of a team dynamic, I thought you put your hand in the middle of the huddle. It seems like Kyrie only put a finger inside.
It's a bar.
You like that one?
Bar. Okay, let's be real, because you took me there. Here's why I like going first. I like going first because I dip my toe in the water. I'm kind of like Kyrie on the show. I dip my toe in the water. But then when you dip your whole foot and you be like, hey, Acho, it's warm. Come on. I'm like, okay, Sam, here we go.
Here we go.
In sports, you always sacrifice mental, emotional, physical, spiritual health.
Yes.
Always.
Got you.
We can talk with the spiritual. A lot of religions in America meet on Sundays and meet on Saturdays. A lot of pro sports in America are played on Sundays and played on Saturdays. Spiritual sacrifice. Emotional sacrifice. Oftentimes in a lot of sports in America, you have to put away some of your emotions, whether you're to the podium, because you'll be chastised for fully showing the length of your emotions, both happy and negative. Emotional, put away. Physical. You go out and play a contact sport knowing that your body is not inherently built for said contact. Bodies weren't built to be running into each other at full speed. Bodies weren't built to be 6'1", running into 7-footers, 300 pounds. Bodies were not necessarily built for that. You always put yourself in physical, emotional, spiritual, mental harm's way. Always. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying as an athlete, that is what you sign up for each and every day.
Yeah.
Kyrie, you go out there and play on a sprained ankle. You don't know the side effects or the lingering effects that ankle's going to have on you in years to come. I'm right now, dang, my kidney function's not the best in life. Why? Because I was popping ibuprofen like Skittles from 15 to 25 playing football. You don't know the lingering side effects that might or might not have. So now all of a sudden, you want to stand on your soapbox and say, this is where I'm going to put my foot down. I don't have a problem with that, but I have a problem when it don't make sense. And it doesn't make sense because, okay, Kyrie, so you have an issue with this potential physical side effect. But all the other potential physical side effects that the world didn't care about, you didn't care about. So why you really doing this? It just makes no sense.
Yeah. See, and this is the problem, because I try to stay away from the political vaccination route in that conversation because it's senseless to me. It's silly to me that we're now going to give an agenda to something that could help you. Like, there's no agenda when it can help me. I'm supposed to take that vaccination. But this is the world we live in right now. And so it's so crazy because I have a family member that is doing the same exact thing as Kyrie Irving. So I'm intimate with this conversation. And it's really just to profess something greater other than just the vaccination, which is just weird to me. Like, this vaccination is to help you, not to stop the contraction, to slow the contraction of the virus. But more importantly, it's to keep you from severe health issues if contracted. And I hear people, person after person, people everywhere just always saying, well, you still can catch it. I'm like, golly, where are we going to start from if we can't even understand hello? So it's crazy that Kyrie is in this position right now. And I know why he's there. I saw this dynamic when I was going from here to here. And I still ain't where you at, but I'm here. People like to stay down. You ever heard somebody say, man, I'm down with you. I'm staying down. And when people say that, as my pastor once said, hey, man, what's down there? Like, what are you staying down for? What are you staying down for? You have an amazing talent. And it's crazy that you don't recognize it as much as others do. James Harden, Kevin Durant signed off on this, bro. I hate to tell you that your boys are looking at you like, we down with you, but you got to be up with us. And he doesn't want to be up with them. And now it's going to look like a different team dynamic. Kyrie Irving is doing what a lot of people want to do. They want to make sure that they ain't changed. It's so silly. Like, people say some of the silliest things ever and never get checked on it. I'm down with you. When my boy's going to be, I'm down. Bro, we going up. We ain't staying down here. Oh, I got your back. No, go in front of me. Make sure this stuff doesn't hit me. What you gonna do for me if it's coming this way? Like, I'm going up, bro. I'm going forward. Ain't nothing back there. And people buy into this stuff, and Kyrie has bought into it now. Voice of the voiceless. So you gonna be broke, rich? What you gonna be, Kyrie? Because you already made it. Now, be an inspiration. By your aspiration to help others make it. But mislead them by what this is doing is senseless. And more importantly, it's undermining what his ultimate goal is.
You know what? So I have one more thought. I thought I was done. Y'all know me. When the paper goes over, I'm like, all right, Sal, you can do your thing, do your thing. I'm bringing the paper back over.
Tom Brokaw.
I got one more thought.
What?
If Kyrie is